It is Hangman Page and MJF for the AEW World Championship in a Texas death match.
Who are you, Hangman?
If I don't win this match, then I will never challenge for the All Elite Wrestling Men's World Championship.
Buckshot Lariat!
For as long as I live.
It's Hangman!
You had the opportunity to be at the top of the mountain twice.
Is this his moment?
You've had the opportunity to hold the championship that everybody dreams of having twice. You've had the opportunity to be the guy twice.
Hangman Page.
And both times,
The realization sets in.
you crumbled under pressure.
I don't believe it!
When I look at you,
The low blow!
I have never met someone more like me.
Your hero's a zero. I'm the man around here.
I want to end this forever. Everyone wants that championship, Max. You and I, we have always needed it. I have always known what this match should be. I've won the World Championship in Texas Death. The Hangman! I have made careers in Texas Death. MJF! Then I have ended them in Texas Death!
If you do not win the AEW World Championship, who are you in AEW?
Who are you, Hangman?
We have seen blood, we have seen carnage tonight, but something tells me we are in store for untold levels of violence in this Texas death match. There is no time limit, no disqualifications, no stoppage because of blood. Pinfalls do not matter. The match can only end when one athlete submits or cannot answer the referee's 10 count. And it is time for our main event here in Los Angeles. First match in the history of All Elite Wrestling was the 21-man Casino Battle Royale. Double or Nothing, May 25th, 2019. The winner of that match would earn the right to vie for the right to be crowned the inaugural AEW World Champion. With 19 eliminations, the final two men in that ring were Hangman Page and MJF. Hangman Page was thrown over the top rope, but he hung on, found his footing, and unleashed the first ever buckshot lariat inside an AEW ring. He eliminated MJF and forever etched his name into the history books of AEW. The rivalry did not end there. It would continue. It would go dormant until just over 1 year ago when MJF revived it. And since then, the animosity between these two men has reached unparalleled levels.
Notice he's got the barbed wire already wrapped around his sleeve.
They call me Maxwell Jacob Friedman. The ground calls me salt of the earth. My victims call me the devil. And this right here, this calls me better than you. But you already knew that. See, I don't come around these parts much anymore. This rotten town and all the losers that used to inhabit it have been awfully quiet since I came to power. So why come back to a place as useless as Los Angeles, California? Well, it's because there's one thing left I gots to do.
At Revolution, it was a battle with no titles, no trophies on the line, but it was a pivotal bout that would shape the year ahead for both MJF and Hangman Adam Page. Page, in the midst of his redemption tour after his battles with Swerve Strickland, once again employed the buckshot lariat and once again downed MJF. Will it be the same story just over a year later? We are about to find out, and to make it official, let's head down to the ring and the Japper Yapper, Justin Roberts.
Ladies and gentlemen, Los Angeles, California! Your main event tonight is a Texas Death Match for the All Elite Wrestling World Championship. The only way to win is by 10-count knockout or submission. Introducing at this time, the challenger from Aaron's Creek, Virginia, weighing 229 pounds, Hangman Adam Page. And his opponent, from Plainview, Long Island, New York,
Los Angeles, California.
his opponent, he is not from a piece of shit town like Los Angeles. From Plainview, Long Island, New York, weighing 226 pounds, he is the reigning and defending All Elite Wrestling World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Oh, brother, boy, does he suck.
Referee Bryce Remsburg drawing the assignment for tonight's main event. The history of the Texas Death Match goes all the way back to the 1950s. Dory Funk Sr., the man that innovated the match, and a fact that is not lost on MJF. Brian, you know it very well that for as odious of an individual as MJF is, he is a student of the sport of professional wrestling, hence the attire inspired by the son of Dory Funk Sr., one of the sons, Terry Funk.
Yeah, he's wearing Terry Funk-inspired gear. I noticed that as soon as he walked out. But don't let MJF fool you. He is a student of the game.
He is a student of the game, but he's a terrible human being.
Absolutely. I don't disagree with you one bit.
Where you're urinating on your opponent, allegedly in a grave, or supposedly in a grave. And also, Look at this fight going on. I was going to tell you what he had to say to TMZ, but I'll wait till another moment because they are at it right now.
He charged forward and Page scores with a big right hand. Hangman Adam Page, the best record of anyone in All Elite Wrestling when it comes to Texas death matches. This is his specialty. This is the last thing that MJF wanted.
Okay, MJF said, by the way, his 30th birthday, that I have 20. Today is. I have 20, maybe 30 more years left in the tank. Pretty incredible, because if I keep my foot on the gas, I'm probably going to go down as the greatest of all time. He told TMZ that. Not surprising.
Oh, he was hiding behind the referee, and MJF bails to the outside. And now trying to escape into the crowd, but
see, this is not only our champion, this is a freaking coward. Am I right or am I wrong?
Well, I don't know. I think this could be a tactic by MJF to distract Hangman, to get him in places that he's not to say Hangman's uncomfortable out here, but to do things that Hangman isn't expecting.
I think MJF is bleeding from the mouth already.
Already?
I think it could have been that boot, perhaps the heel of the cowboy boot that was driven right into MJF's mouth.
And one thing that hangs over this match, it's crazy to think to me that Adam Page has already taken a fan's drink. One thing that hangs over this match is that if Hangman Adam Page loses, he will never be able to challenge for the AEW World Heavyweight Championship ever again.
And he said that for as long as he lives.
Isn't that kind of hard to fathom, because he has kind of been tied to this world title off and on for many, many years.
I mean, it's so hard to fathom. For many fans, Hangman Adam Page has been the defining figure of All Elite Wrestling since its inception. If he is permanently locked out of title contention, it becomes hard for him to continue as, say, AEW's moral compass, which for a while he was.
MJF, he's bristled at the fact that Hangman Adam Page has been referred to as the main character. You talked about how he has been so intertwined with the AEW World Championship. I mean, it all started that first night back in Las Vegas, Double or Nothing, when Hangman earned the right to divide.
I hear a fan screaming at MJF, he's not Terry Funk, and he's not Terry Funk.
He's not a lot of things, MJF is. Well, what he is an incredible strategist, somebody that does not come into a match like this unprepared. It may be the last thing that he wanted. He may be a coward, but MJF is not going to walk into this match blind, Tony.
Yeah, he told Yahoo Sports, if you put me in a situation where my back is against the wall, I'll do literally anything under the sun that is possible for me to come out with a victory. Anything. So yeah, we know that.
The last time Hangman Adam Page found himself in a Texas death match was in Arlington, Texas. Globe Life Field. It was last July, and it was the night that he became a two-time AEW World Champion as MJF. I'm not sure he realizes that.
El Kabong.
Bryce Remsburg, the first 10 count administered in this match.
Whoa.
Hangman, though.
He pulled him up. See, this is how angry Hangman is.
Well, I think that was a smart strategy, actually, by Hangman.
Really?
Because I think he knew he knew MJF was going to be able to get up from that. So you don't want to let him have a breather.
Now, Hangman Adam Page bringing a staple gun out from underneath the ring. And we saw in his battles with Swerve Strickland, Hangman, no hesitation to use the staple gun, and he's got.
Where's he got?
Oh, I believe that says happy birthday.
Yeah, it does. Happy 30th, kid.
Oh, yes! visceral reaction from everyone in the arena. Worse going in or coming out.
It's wonderful. Hangman's not done. He's going to go for some more plunder. He's coming to the ring table.
This is why MJF did not want to face Hangman in a Texas death match.
Maybe you should get some of Doc's alcohol and help those cuts. Just an idea.
Looking for something as MJF still dealing with the staple into the chest. Hangman now a window. That is a window that Hangman Adam Page has brought into play.
If he hits MJF with it, MJF's going to be in a lot of pain.
MJF, he said time and time again that he's, Brian, that he only does the same things that Hangman Adam Page does. Ooh. But Hangman, he's cheered, he's loved for it, whereas MJF is reviled.
I can see where MJF thinks that, but they're totally not the same thing. The things that MJF does and the things that Hangman does.
Oh no, Hangman able to escape and into the broken glass.
That's one of the highlights of the year right there.
And the shards of glass stuck in the back of MJF. Bryce Remsburg administering the 10 count. Hangman and Page backs off the referee.
Yeah, stomp on him.
He's not done. MJF the up kick.
No.
Oh, no. Dragged across the broken glass.
Oh, this is tremendous.
That was definitely a bad move by MJF to break that glass in the center of the ring in these Texas death matches. I mean, that glass is going to be there for the entirety of the rest of this match.
Exactly.
Well, Hangman Adam Page now picking up that length of barbed wire that he came to the ring with. We've seen him deliver a buckshot lariat, a barbed wire wrapped buckshot lariat.
Well, let's not forget, not only is he going to try to be the world champion again, he knows that if he loses, he'll never, ever be able to vie for the world title again. That's quite an inducement to win.
Brian, to that point, that Hangman is cheered for the things that he's done throughout his career, whereas MJF is hated for it. I think it's because, at the end of the day, Hangman Adam Page still has a moral compass. He knows. Oh,
MJF just bleeding buckets.
A laceration opened up on the head of MJF, but at the end of the day, Hangman Adam Page feels remorse for those things that he's done in the ring, where MJF, absolutely no compunctions about it. He doesn't care. He just sees it as a ways to a means.
Well, and also, Hangman Adam Page doesn't talk down to people the way that MJF does. In every single city that we go to, oh my gosh, you talk about talking down to him. MJF might not be able to talk down to anybody for a while.
MJF may have a permanent smile on his face, as Hangman very nearly using that barbed wire like a garrote. The only time MJF has defeated Hangman Adam Page one-on-one, it was in the match to determine the first ever winner of the Dynamite Diamond Ring. But that match, Tony, has an asterisk by it, because it was a powerful right hand by Wardlow MJF's then bodyguard. We saw it in that video package. That's what won the day for Maxwell Jacob Friedman. He did not defeat Hangman Adam Page by his own means.
And of course, we're comparing about the things they would do. Hangman would never do anything like that. He would do it on his own. Another reason why both men have done the same dastardly things before, but you seem to gravitate towards Hangman and not towards this 30-year-old jerk.
Well, Hangman also, and not always, but oftentimes will admit when he's made a mistake.
Right.
I don't think we've ever once heard MJF say the words, "I'm sorry."
MJF maybe thinking, oh, Hangman dropped toe into the chair. And MJF maybe in the midst of realizing that, trying to use that two-headed coin on Hangman Adam Page, that was a mistake. Had he left it up to chance, MJF, he would have had a 50-50 chance at getting the match he wanted. The one-way disqualification match. Preposterous, but 50-50 chance that he would have gotten his way. Instead, Maxwell Jacob Friedman finds himself,
oh Lord,
in a Texas death match. He finds himself with a shard of glass.
Gonna stab him in the forehead with it.
He's the forehead of Hangman Adam Page.
No stabbing there. He just cut it.
And MJF, the blood pouring freely, as we mentioned, but
there you go.
repeatedly stabbing the head of Hangman, who of course has been opened up and is bleeding and is now dealing with a back full of glass.
Look at this. This is an open wound right across the top of the forehead and glass. You know what? We should have expected all of this. Nothing surprised us in a Texas death match.
First, it was MJF dragged through the glass. Now it's Hangman.
Level of violence unparalleled in a Texas death match.
And MJF, I just looked up off my monitor. He had a frankly quite sinister, scary look on his face, Brian.
Sinister look on his face. Made even more horror movie-like with the glass still stuck in his back. I mean, these guys...
What is... Well, I've never seen that.
Talked about, it was mentioned that the glass will now be in the ring, but MJF prepared for that eventuality. Struck by a moment of inspiration, but while he's doing this, crucially, Hangman Adam Page has time to recover.
And Hangman Adam Page is able to rest on the middle rope, not even carrying his own body weight.
Hangman.
Well, he's not done with the broom, and I'm not surprised.
Wait a second, Hangman. Wait, now he's got a jagged broom handle, but so now MJF does.
Got hit with a jagged edge on the head. My God.
Now MJF, the chair in his hand as Hangman attempts to rise to beat the referee's count. Remember, the only way for this match to end is by a 10-count knockout or a submission.
That right there you just saw is why fans hate MJF. Yes, he and Hangman have done the same dastardly things, but that is spitting in the face of not only AEW, but the AEW title, I think.
And to be fair, MJF has also been doing those dastardly things from the very beginning.
He's used them as shortcuts.
He's used, he's used them as shortcuts.
I mean, all the way back
Oh my gosh.
A plastic bag.
Oh, wait a second now.
That's a freaking syringe.
That's a syringe. We've seen Hangman in his battles with Swerve Strickland.
Yep.
MJF just barking, saying they liked when he did it.
Yeah, in that cage with Swerve, unforgettable.
Oh, guys, I can't watch this.
Me neither, man.
Oh my gosh.
I know our job is to commentate, but what we just witnessed defies description.
I see a little girl crying in the front row.
And the syringe is still stuck in Hangman's mouth. As MJF, he's prepared to brain Hangman with the chair. No, Hangman intercepts the chair with the syringe stuck in his mouth. Oh, right hand square in the face of MJF.
Good God. Look at that face, man. I agree with you, fella.
Yeah, people are horrified.
And Hangman, that crazed look on his face. We've seen the lengths of depravity Hangman Adam Page is willing to go to in a Texas death match. It didn't just stop with the syringe.
And he was...
The 10 count delivered. Hangman, though, I think he realizes that is not enough to put out MJF. He's looking for other implements of destruction.
Yeah, MJF. Whoa. Well, he's up.
For a moment, breaks the count as now another implement of destruction, to put it mildly.
It's interesting with the syringe, with being stabbed with a broken broom handle. This is the match that Hangman Adam Page asked for.
Yep.
This is the type of match that Hangman Adam Page wants. This is the kind of match that Hangman Adam Page wanted to get MJF into.
Water wheel drop onto the barbed wire chair.
And it's the type of match Hangman Adam Page won, if you'll recall, at All In when we were in Texas.
Bryce Remsburg all the way up to 6.
And if Hangman Adam Page doesn't get up, he can never challenge for the world title again.
And you're not kidding.
It's like the opening moments of this match. Hangman delivered a boot square into the face of MJF. MJF.
You guys like me, you wonder what else is under there? We've seen a syringe, we've seen... The fans are wondering that, I can tell you that.
That fan with his hands on his head, that was me 30 seconds ago.
MJF, this is unfamiliar territory for him. I mean, not only did he not want a Texas death match, because this is Hangman's specialty, this is the first death match of MJF's entire professional wrestling career.
That's a crazy stat. And the key to these matches is who can absorb the most punishment.
Yes.
And I would think MJF wouldn't. I mean, I know he doesn't want to sustain much punishment. That's why he doesn't wrestle many matches every year.
Oh, MJF
going for maybe a tombstone.
Yep, tombstone on the
right hand from Hangman after a lucky escape. Now Hangman dragging MJF back in from the apron.
Oh, there's still that barbed wire chair.
Hangman to the the shoulder to the midsection.
Go for the heat seeker right here.
This is how he won the AEW World Championship. He landed the heat seeker on Samoa Joe, but Hangman supporting the weight Carrying MJF to the center of the ring.
Whoa, right on the barbed wire, but Hangman's hurt as well.
Not without a cost to the challenger, Brian.
But I think that's one of the things, that's one of the reasons why Hangman Adam Page has excelled in these Texas death matches, is he is willing to take punishment to give punishment. Just like he did right there.
9, and the champion barely beats the count. Went for the chair, but Hangman, a cowboy boot, stops Maxwell Jacob Friedman dead in his tracks.
The eyes of Hangman. That's a maniacal look.
The rim of the chair into the midsection, and now, the back undoubtedly punctured once again, this time by the barbed wire.
When somebody hits you with a chair, it hurts at the best of times. And with a chair wrapped in barbed wire, that's unbelievably worse. And with all that glass already in their backs.
Yeah, look, you know, he didn't get all of the glass out of there.
No, that's, you can see in both men's backs, the glass is still in there.
It's still sparkling. As Bryce Remsburg giving the 10 count to MJF, it's up to him to beat it. And Brian, the science of a steel chair to the back, it sends a jolt. Wait a second. Fallaway slam into the barbed wire chair. It sends a jolt through your entire body, all the way out to your extremities. It causes numbness. Your fingers go numb, your feet go numb. You can't walk. That's why a chair to the back, delivered with such force, is so dangerous. Not to mention one wrapped in barbed wire.
Yeah, and I mean, it's essentially a spinal injury is what's happening when you hit somebody with a chair in their back.
Yeah, I love the science of wrestling, man, and we are seeing it and hearing about it here. What are they going to do next? You got a man who's desperate. Not only wants to be the world champ, he wants to be able to vie for it
Hangman has
in the future.
Oh my gosh!
Nobody home but Hangman. He lost control of the chair, but MJF just launched it in Hangman's face. In Hangman's own words, he said, if he is not able to beat MJF here tonight, he will never challenge for the AEW World Championship for as long as he lives. And now MJF, it looks like, for at least the champion, Brian, the blood has coagulated. It stopped flowing on MJF. For the moment,
For the moment, yeah. But you never know when a cut can reopen, and especially in a match like this, with all that glass everywhere. Look at what MJF's trying to accomplish here.
Heat seeker, no. MJF guillotines the champion.
You know, maybe the blood is not flowing like it was, but this match has taken its toll on both men.
Down through the table. And a double knockout. The title would not change hands, Tony.
Exactly. MJF would retain the title.
Bryce Remsburg up to 5 as we take another look at this. The table did not break immediately. I think that ended up being worse for MJF.
I also think it was worse for Hangman. Hangman's up at least.
Bryce Remsburg up to 9. MJF just barely, with a fraction of a second to spare, beat the referee's count.
Sometimes I feel that in a match like this where you get so much offense against you, so many moves, why not take 8 counts to take a breath down low, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if MJF, that's what MJF has been doing for a lot of this match. Right. I definitely don't think with the dead eye, he had much room to spare. But you saw him do that in the four-way where he won the AEW World Championship. He spent a lot of time on the outside, trying to pick his moments.
He bided his time. We saw it his very first night in AEW. the Casino Battle Royale, Double or Nothing. He rolled out underneath the bottom rope. He hid under the ring until the closing moments of the match.
2 in a row could end it as they go to the other side, but MJF fights that off.
MJF bites Hangman, and now hoists Hangman up to... Oh, wait a second. He was looking for a tombstone.
Yep, he's got him.
Looked for it before.
He's got him.
But MJF finds it. No! Oh, no!
Gentlemen, that could be it. I mean, that head of Hangman just split that table. MJF hurt his knee, apparently. Here's what you were talking about, Excalibur. We get a double 10 count. MJF's going to retain.
Yeah, MJF retains. No incentive to rise to his feet other than to inflict more punishment on Hangman Adam Page.
Can Hangman get up?
Hangman up.
Briefly enough.
Enough to break the count. We saw MJF do something similar earlier on. He stumbled, but it was enough to allow this Texas Death Match for the AEW World Championship to proceed.
We were talking earlier that the first Texas Death Matches were back in the 50s. Well, you can better believe that the violence in Texas Death Matches throughout the decades has ramped up.
Species has become more violent as time has gone on.
It's hard to say, but I mean, I don't know. After seeing this and some of the other Texas Death Matches here in AEW, I'd like to see us put a moratorium on Texas Death Matches for a bit.
They're chanting back and forth. You see the fans everywhere on their feet here at the Crypto.com arena for this main event. And they haven't been disappointed here at all. Look at him standing.
Look at the champion and challenger standing, just barely. But MJF defiant, spat in the face of Hangman Adam Page. Ducks underneath the boot. Went for the eye poke. Hangman ready for the powerbomb.
Well, Hangman's hurting. Everybody moving slow, and this one is understandably so.
Hangman to the outside. MJF has had no counter for the buckshot lariat in his career. Does he have one here?
That's just a duck and a poke to the eyes.
MJF to the ropes. Hangman answers. Elbow strike. Stops MJF in his tracks. No! The champion answers. One of his own.
One of the amazing things about this,
oh my gosh, look at these two men.
That they're both still standing.
Yeah.
Well, momentarily.
But on these Texas Death Matches, Tony, there's no time limit. So, I mean, we could be here all night.
Yeah, I just wonder how much longer these guys can take this punishment.
Hangman Adam Page needs to beat this count, not only to reclaim the AEW World Championship, but if he ever hopes to challenge for that World Championship again in his lifetime.
Both men smart here. They roll to the floor, letting gravity help them to their feet.
Right.
That was a really smart move by both men. Oh my gosh.
Is that a light tube? They're crying out loud.
There's a light tube.
They each got a light tube.
With one of his own.
Now this is dangerous on a number of levels.
And these men have locked eyes across the ring from one another. And it very well could be a duel of the fates here in Los Angeles. And again, the first to re-enter the ring, MJF, has other ideas.
I mean, what happens if MJF just walks to the back?
And there's no count out in this match. If he just runs from Hangman, this match, I mean, it will continue, Brian. As you mentioned, this could go all night. As MJF limping on that left leg.
There's nowhere to run. I mean, Hangman's going to follow him everywhere. There's absolutely no... Wait.
Oh, no.
Here we go. That's not a lightsaber. Obi-Wan. Oh, but that is... Oh, my God.
And Hangman not done. MJF, you could see those hands of MJF quivering. After the first blow, you can see the glass embedded in his back.
Oh, my gosh.
Hangman measured and struck with a plum.
And he's still got a jagged edge in his hand.
I mean, how much more of this can either of these men take?
I know, he's still got... He's going to jab him with that jagged edge. Nope.
MJF once again reopened.
Good God.
I'm not sure if it's the same wound or a litany of others. I'm not sure it even matters at this point.
Well, you see the blood pouring out of MJF's back from that first right tube.
MJF trying to escape from Hangman, teetering on the edge of the stage. And Tony, that's typically where got a lot of electrical equipment. This is a very dangerous place for both men to be.
I think one of the soundboards for the audio for the arena is there, which means a lot of electricity, a lot of electrical units.
But MJF escapes danger, at least for the moment. As you saw the twinkle of glass, Brian, to your earlier point, as it's still embedded in the back, the flesh of Hangman Adam Page.
Of both men. Both men. I mean, as cowardly as we may talk about MJF being, I mean, he has not given up in this, and I wouldn't even call this a fight. This is a war.
This is a Texas death match that is more than lived up
Oh, what now?
to the reputation of those that preceded them.
What now?
A handful of skewers. This is why MJF dreaded this match. Hangman Adam Page is so willing to go to a dark place. He may not like it, but he is willing to do it.
It's interesting because it seems to be a part of Hangman's personality that he tries his absolute best to push to the back of his mind.
Whoa, MJF.
He's trying to put an eye out is what MJF's trying to do.
But Hangman turns it around.
He's trying to as well. That's what it's come to between these two.
A seesaw battle with a fist full of stakes.
And MJF using a top wrist lock to get those skewers.
Hangman.
Oh my gosh. And he just got his hair done.
He's a porcupine. Back shot, baby.
Oh my God.
Lariat Hangman Adam Page.
That has to be it. That has to be it.
Halfway there. There we go, baby. Oh, I can't believe it.
Oh my gosh, barely.
Man, I got to give him credit. What guts, determination by MJF. And I hate to say that.
Well, that's how important this World Championship is to MJF.
It's the only thing in his life that matters.
Hangman's going down low again.
Oh my gosh, right across the jaw.
Hangman now with a black bag from under the ring. Who knows?
Well, normally that means thumbtacks. That's all we need.
Oh, no, wait, but you hear the sound, the jingle. It's a chain. Hangman used that chain to win the AEW World Championship at All In Texas. It's not just a chain.
More than that.
A double dog collar.
Oh my gosh. This is a ghost of Revolution's past for MJF.
Absolutely, 4 years ago.
Holy cow. What does Hangman have in store here?
Well, he's in the
one collar on each end of the chain, Tony. Hangman willingly linking himself to the AEW World Champion.
Gentlemen, we've seen so much in the years of AEW. This is one of the most epic nights we've ever witnessed. That is saying a lot. Oh, look at this.
The realization is sinking in. 4 years ago, Revolution. MJF, oh, you hear them screaming, not again, as Hangman drags him back into the ring.
Yes. PTSD. Revolution style. Are you believing what you're seeing? We are going to remember this night forever. Not only commentators, but people are working wrestling, fans here, watching on pay-per-view, here in this sold-out arena.
Hangman clearing the remnants of that table. And now perhaps, looking for something else underneath, a second table.
The thing about it is, how's this freaking thing going to end?
It almost certainly, Tony, will end with one of these two men carried out on a stretcher. One of these two men with a diminished quality of life, if not both, for the rest of their lives.
Well, for Hangman, it'll be a diminished quality of wrestling career. Because if he loses, he won't vie for the World Championship ever again.
Well, and if MJF loses, you have to think, Hangman beat him twice in the past year. If he beats him for the title, I mean, how quick would Tony Khan be willing to give MJF another title shot if Hangman beats him again? Probably not anytime in the near future.
Hangman's asking for a lighter.
Hangman looking.
Oh my God.
He didn't get a lighter, but he got a barbed wire board that he is now placed atop that table.
Two men, they've gone through what? Glass tables, barbed wire, syringes, skewers. They're hooked together by a dog collar. Damn!
You got a lighter.
Another dead eye on the horizon for MJF, but he kicks the feet. MJF likewise, or excuse me, Hangman likewise kicks his, escapes the grip of the champion. Powerful right hands driven into the head. Oh, wait a second, MJF wrenched back on the collar around Hangman's neck.
Hangman just came right out of it with a fist. Ooh.
Oh no, Hangman. Oh no! A yank of the chain and calamity for Hangman Adam Page. As we take another look at Hangman's disastrous landing, Bryce Remsburg up to 7 now.
MJF's up. 8. Get up, Hanger.
9 and...
Man, Hangman 1 second away from never being able to challenge for the AEW World Championship ever again.
You saw some testiness there between referee Bryce Remsring and MJF. Have to imagine that the champion thought the count was slow.
He's only from Long Island.
But the chain whipped across the flesh.
Oh, and you can even just see in the way that MJF is walking, the way this match is taking its toll on him. Hangman barely able to stand.
Jackson! Oh. And now to the edge of the stage. Hangman, his turn to teeter. Oh, Hangman. Very unsteady.
Oh my gosh.
Almost lost his footing.
Yeah.
Once again, all that equipment down there, gentlemen. I'm going to be very honest. Somebody could get electrocuted. Just absolutely could. It's the wrong place for these two men to be.
Hangman. A swing, but Hangman picking up the slack on the chain. And now.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness.
They're going to go.
A wild look at the.
Oh my God. Oh my God. We obviously. Whoa! We need.
Will either man be able to rise after this?
I don't know.
This.
Jeez.
But somebody needs to go over there and address that soundboard as well.
Yeah, somebody needs to get these. Get them out of the way. I don't know.
Hangman Adam Page, as we take another look at this. Jeez. At the last possible moment, he turned to drive MJF through that equipment.
Almost turning in midair like belly to belly style, but I don't think that helped him with the impact.
And now the referee up to 8 now. 9.
Good God, they're getting up. What the hell? Gentlemen, this is a fight for all times.
Through fire and flame, these two men continue to battle.
Look at MJF's back.
Look at MJF just being dog walked back to the ring.
He's a good boy. Good boy.
Hangman, I don't know what more he could have in mind unless
remember how he won it against Moxley. Remember
the
that?
chain to choke Moxley, but
that's right.
Instead, it looks like Hangman poised to deliver another botch. Oh, the low blow!
And that one, gentlemen, was on target.
MJF, he did the same thing at World's End when he reclaimed the AEW World Championship. The low blow to Hangman Adam Page, the heat seeker to Samoa Joe. Thus began the second reign of Maxwell Jacob Friedman as AEW World Champion.
He went over and said, "Give me my belt." Yeah, he's got it.
And keep in mind, that's what this is all about.
Yes, sir.
That's how much this title means to both of these men.
Yeah.
That they've been willing to go through this war.
Oh my gosh!
That's how much.
Did you hear the sound?
Oh, this thud was sickening.
I don't know, guys.
I mean, that was flush. I don't know if he'll be able to get up.
Got 2 to get up. Yeah, baby. Oh, little playing possum.
Cometh the hour, cometh the
dropped the belt.
The buckshot has been there for Hangman when he has needed it most.
They're standing everywhere in this match, one for the ages.
Buckshot, no, Hangman. Oh, wait a second. The dog collar around the throat. MJF strangling Hangman.
I think he hit him with the ring. Oh, God, a lot of blood on the limbs.
A ghastly image.
They ain't getting up, kids. Oh, my God. No.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, and still All Elite Wrestling World Champion, Maxwell Jacob Friedman, MJF.
Tony, you had the right of it. The Dynamite Diamond Ring there for MJF in his moment of most dire need once again.
It's been an emotional roller coaster from the time we went on the air, and we got a new, of course, national champion. And
Ryan,
finish with this. Epic.
The toughest thing about this, we laid out the moral compass of Hangman Adam Page. He's a man of his word.
Unfortunately,
Said that if he was unable to defeat MJF tonight, he would never challenge for the AEW Men's World Championship ever again. We just witnessed the end of an era.
It's a very sad day for long-time AEW fans.
It's a sad day for the future of our company.
Yeah, and most of all, a sad day for Hangman Adam Page. Well, we're going to have to live with the braggadocious big mouth.
Tony, in my career, I've never had to.
We've never witnessed anything like this. I mean, we've seen top to bottom. The blood on the lens, I think, kind of says it all about the night.
Hangman Adam Page, one of the foundational figures, a pillar of all elite wrestling, a #1 draft pick, if you will. And now,
What is MJF doing?
He's standing on it. He's standing on it.
he's gloating. He's humiliating his vanquished foe. This is Maxwell Jacob Friedman. This tells you everything you need to know about that man. This disgusting individual that remains the AEW World Champion.